Hey everyone, welcome back to the Rare Mint, where we uncover the stories, secrets, and values behind America's most iconic coins. If you're passionate about numismatics, history, or just hunting for treasures in your change, you're in the right place. Today, we're spotlighting for a standout Kennedy half dollars from key years. The 1989 edition, a modern classic. The 1973, from the high mintage era. The 1981, with its intriguing proof varieties. And the 1977, hiding some sneaky silver surprises. These coins aren't just 50-cent pieces, they're tributes to JFK, snapshots of US history, and potential gold mines for collectors. For each one, we'll dive into the backstory, design specifics, mintage figures, varieties and eras, current 2025 values including the latest from auctions and online platforms like eBay, Heritage, and great collections and tips to spot them. Whether you're building a set or flipping finds, this guide has you covered. If you love coin deep dives like this, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more. Let's jump in. Let's kick things off with the 1989 Kennedy half dollar, a coin that bridges the Kennedy series silver past and its clad future. By 1989, the half dollar had been around for 25 years, evolving from a silver icon to a copper-nickel workhorse. But don't let its commonality fool you. This year produced millions of coins, yet gems in high grades or with eras can still pack a punch for collectors today, especially as demand for complete Kennedy sets grows in 2025. The Kennedy half dollar was born out of tragedy. After President John F. Kennedy's assassination on November 22, 1963, Congress authorized a new 50-cent piece to honor the 35th president, replacing the Franklin half dollar. Introduced in 1964 as a 90% silver coin, it was a hit, but rising silver prices and hoarding led to a composition change by 1971 to copper-nickel clad for circulation strikes. By 1989, the coin was a collector's staple rather than a circulating workhorse, as half dollars were rarely used in daily transactions. Most 1989 coins went straight to bank vaults or mint sets, preserving many in uncirculated condition. In 2025, with economic uncertainty driving interest in tangible assets like coins, the 1989 Kennedy is seeing renewed attention, especially in certified high grades and for its proof variants. The 1989 Kennedy half dollar sticks to the series' iconic design. The obverse, crafted by Gilroy Roberts, features JFK's left-facing profile, with sharp details in his hair and a strong jawline that collectors love for its clarity in high grades. Above his head, the motto "In God We Trust" is split on either side, while Liberty curves along the left rim, partially overlapping his hair for a distinctive touch. Below, the date 1989 is bold, with the mint mark P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco proofs positioned to the right. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, showcases a modified presidential seal, a bald eagle with a shield on its chest, clutching an olive branch piece and 13 arrows strength. Surrounding the eagle are 50 stars for the states, with United States of America arcing across the top and half dollar at the bottom. A scroll in the center reads E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many. 1. The coin measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter to 0.15 millimeters thick, with a reeded edge, weighing 11.34 grams for clad versions. Circulation strikes in 1989, a copper-nickel clad. A copper core sandwich it between layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel, totaling 11.34 grams. No silver was used in business strikes, a cost-saving move since 1971. However, San Francisco minted 90% silver proofs, 10% copper, 12.5 grams for collector sets, particularly prestige sets, which give a nod to the original 1964 silver coins. These silver proofs have a brighter, more reflective finish, making them a favorite for collectors chasing that classic Kennedy luster. The US Mint churned out about 50.7 million Kennedy half dollars in 1989, a solid but not overwhelming figure compared to peak years. Philadelphia struck 24,542,000 circulation coins, no mint mark, while Denver produced 23,216 marked with a D. San Francisco focused on proofs, minting 3,220,194 clad proofs and roughly 500,000 silver proofs for special sets. These numbers ensured availability for collectors, but the low circulation rate means many coins remain in mint state, stored in rolls or sets. In 2025, this abundance keeps base prices low, but high-grade and era coins are where the action is. While 1989 lacks blockbuster varieties like the 1969's double die, there's still plenty to hunt for. Minor repunched mint marks, a P miss show up, where the P or D appears slightly doubled due to die misalignment during minting. Weak strikes, where Kennedy's hair or the eagle's feathers lack detail, are also noted, often from overused dies. Errors are the real draw, off-center strikes 5 to 20% off, shifting the design toward the edge can be visually striking, while clipped plankets missing edge chunks from improper cutting add character. Die cracks, appearing as raised lines, or cuds on the eagle or JFK's bust, are collectible. A rare double die obverse DDO exists, with slight doubling on Liberty or the date, but it's less dramatic than earlier years. Proof coins vary in cameo contrast deep cameo DCAM proofs, with frosted designs against mirror-like fields, are prized. Use A10X loop to spot these, and get potential finds graded by PCGS or NGC for a maximum value. Online platforms like eBay often have raw errors listed, but certified ones command higher bids at auction. Let's get to the money literally. Prices for 1989 Kennedy half dollars depend heavily on condition, type, and errors, and we've pulled the latest data from auctions and online platforms as of September 2025. Circulated 1989p or 1989D coins, showing where typically sell for face value 50 cents to $2, as they're common and lack silver. Uncirculated coins in mint state, MS grades, are where values climb. An MS65 crisp, but not flawless, fetches $5 to $15, while MS67 near perfect ranges $20 to $50. Based on luster and strike quality. The rare MS68 grade, with flawless surfaces, can hit $100 to $300. For example, APCGS certified 1989 DMS68 sold for $192 at Heritage Auctions in August 2025, up from $150 in 2024, reflecting growing demand. On eBay, raw MS65s average $8 to $12 in Buy It Now listings from September 2025 sales. Proof coins shine brighter. A-clad 1989s, Impia 65 proof, good but not exceptional, goes for $8 to $15, with an NGCP a 67 example selling for $22 on Great Collections in July 2025. Silver proofs from prestige sets range $20 to $50 in PR 65 to 69, but APR 70DCAM silver proof hammered for $115 at Stacksbowers in early September 2025, a 10% jump from last year. Errors are the big winners. A certified DDO sold for $450 at Heritage late 2024, while a raw one listed on eBay for $375 sold in August 2025. Off-center strikes 10 to 15%, fetch $150 to $250, with APCGS certified 15% off-center 1989p, hitting $180 at Heritage mid in 2025. Filled mint marks or die cracks go for $45 to $100 on eBay, depending on visibility. Check platforms like eBay's sold listings or Heritage's auction archives. For real-time trends, the Red Book offers base values, but auctions show 10 to 15% annual growth for certified gems due to collector enthusiasm. Hunting 1989 Kennedys is a budget-friendly way to dive into the series. Search bank rolls or estate sales. Low circulation means many a brilliant uncirculated boo from mint sets. Inspect edges for clips and obverse lettering for doubling. Avoid cleaned coins, which lose value due to dull luster. Raw MS examples. Under $5 are steals for typesets. Get potential errors or high-grade coins MS66 Plus graded by PCGS or NGC to maximize returns. Store coins in acid-free holders or albums to prevent toning or damage. In 2025, with Kennedy sets booming, grab MS66 Plus coins for under $25 on eBay recently. A lot of 10 more 1989s sold for $35 total. Monitor online platforms for flash sales or bulk lots, and check great collections for affordable certified coins. Why collect the 1989? Beyond its affordability, the 1989 Kennedy $half is a tangible piece of late 80s history, minted during Reagan's final years and the Cold War's thaw, echoing JFK's vision of peace. Its accessibility makes it perfect for new collectors, while errors and proofs offer upside for veterans. If you've got a 1989 half, drop its grade or story in the comments. Now let's travel back to 1973, a year when the Kennedy $half was in its full-clad phase, with massive mintages reflecting the mint's push to meet demand amid economic shifts. This coin captures the gritty 1970s vibe. Think oil crisis, and Watergate looming, yet remains a steadfast tribute to JFK. In 2025, nostalgia for the 70s is fueling demand for these coins, especially in high grades and for rare errors, making them hot on auction blocks and online platforms. The Kennedy $half story starts with its 1964 debut as a 90% silver coin, but by 1971, silver was phased out of circulation strikes to curb hoarding and rising costs. By 1973, the coin was fully copper-nickel clad, a practical move for a denomination that was losing ground in everyday use. The economy was turbulent post-Vietnam recovery. Inflation spikes and $half were mostly hoarded or tucked into mint sets rather than spent. The mint responded with a massive output, one of the highest in the series, to stock banks and satisfy collectors. In 2025, the 1973 Kennedy is a collector's favorite for typesets, with its high survival rate ensuring affordability, but pristine examples and errors are climbing in value as 70s nostalgia drives demand on platforms like eBay. Design details. The 1973 Kennedy $half follows the series' classic design. The obverse, by Gilroy Roberts, showcases JFK's profile facing left, with detailed hairlines and a clean truncation at the neck. In God We Trust arches above, split by the bust, while Liberty curves left, and 1973 sits below, with mint marks none for Philadelphia, D for Denver, S for proofs to the right. The reverse, by Frank Gasparo, features the presidential seal, a bald eagle with a shield, clutching an olive branch and 13 arrows, surrounded by 50 stars. United States of America runs along the top, $half at the bottom, and E pluribus unum adorns a central scroll. The coin is 30.6 mm in diameter to 0.15 mm thick, with a reeded edge, weighing 11.34 grams for clad versions. Circulation strikes are copper-nickel clad, 75% copper, 25% nickel over a copper core, weighing 11.34 grams, designed for durability over value. Proofs included 40% silver versions, 60% copper, 11.5 grams in special sets, a nod to collectors craving the silver era's heft. These silver proofs are scarcer and more sought after, especially in 2025, where silver's rising spot price boosts their appeal on eBay and at auctions. The 1973 Kennedy half dollar saw one of the highest mintages in the series, totaling 150,895,739 coins. Philadelphia struck 64,684,000 circulation coins, no mint mark, while Denver produced a record-breaking 83,171,400 D, the highest single mint figure for any Kennedy half. San Francisco did 2,760,339 proofs S, including a smaller batch of 40% silver proofs for collector sets. This flood of coins ensured availability, but their low circulation rate means many remain in mint state, tucked away in rolls or sets. In 2025, the sheer volume keeps base prices low, but high-grade and era coins are gaining traction at auctions. No major varieties like the 1974D double die define 1973, but minor ones exist. Look for repunched mint marks or PMIs on D coins, where the mint mark shows slight doubling, or grease-filled dies causing weak details, like a blurry eagle or JFK's hair. Eras are more exciting. Off-center strikes 5 to 30% off shift the design dramatically, while broad strikes coins struck without a collar, expanding the diameter, are rare but collectible. Wrong planchet eras, like a clad half struck on a dime blank, are exceedingly rare. Die cracks, appearing as raised lines or cuds, are common due to the high mintage. Proof coins vary in cameo contrast, with deep cameos DCAM prized for their frosted designs. A 10x loop is your friend, and grading by PCGS or NGC is a must for eras. Online platforms like Great Collections often feature raw eras, but certified ones shine at auction. Prices for 1973 Kennedys reflect their abundance, but reward quality and rarity. Circulated coins worn, scratched sell for 50 cents to $1, as they're common and lack silver. MS65 uncirculated coins fetch $3 to $10, while MS67 near flawless range $15.40. MS68s are scarce, hitting $100 to $250. APC GSM S68 1973D sold for $240 at Heritage Auctions in August 2025, up 20% from $200 in 2024. On eBay, raw MS65s average $4 to $7 based on September 2025 sold listings. Proofs in PR65 go for $5 to $12, with an NGC PR69 DCAM selling for $35 at Stack's Bowers in late August 2025. Silver proofs range $15 to $40, with APR70 hitting $50 on Great Collections in July. Eras are the stars. A 10% off-center strike sold for $125 on eBay in September, while a certified broad strike fetched to $125 at Heritage mid-2025. Minor DDOs go for $100 to $300, with a raw example selling for $150 on eBay in August. Check eBay's completed listings or Great Collections for trends. The red book lags behind auction spikes, which show 8 to 12% annual growth for high grades. With such high mintages, 1973 Kennedys are easy to find in rolls or coin show bins, often in boot condition from sets. Check for silver proofs by weighing 11.5 grams versus 11.34 grams for clad. Inspect for off-centers or die cracks under magnification. Avoid cleaned coins, look for natural luster. Raw MS65s under $10 are great for type sets. A 20-coin roll sold for $45 on eBay recently. Great potential eras or MS67 plus coins professionally. Store in acid-free holders to preserve value. In 2025, these are budget-friendly for set builders, with eBay and Great Collections offering deals on certified coins. Why collect the 1973? The 1973 Kennedy embodies the series shift to clad, reflecting a practical era amid economic turmoil. Its high mintage makes it accessible, but errors and proofs add excitement. Got a 1973 gem? Share in the comments. Moving to 1981, we're in the heart of Reagan's early presidency, a time of economic renewal and optimism. The Kennedy $half was a collector's item by now, with intriguing proof varieties stealing the show. In 2025, variety hunters are pushing prices up on auction platforms, especially for the scarcer proof types. By 1981, the Kennedy $half was rarely seen in circulation, relegated to bank vaults, mint sets, and proof sets. The US Mint struck coins for both collectors and limited circulation, but the real story is the proof coins hub changes, creating distinct varieties. Mintage was lower than the 1970s peaks, reflecting a stabilized production strategy. The year 1981, with Reagan's tax cuts and Cold War tensions, adds a historical backdrop that makes these coins a snapshot of renewal. In 2025, online platforms like eBay and auction houses report strong demand for proof varieties, driven by collectors chasing completeness. The 1981 Kennedy $half follows the series standard. Obverse, Gilroy Roberts JFK portrait, facing left, Within God We Trust above, Liberty left, and 1981 below, mint mark P, D, or S to the right. Reverse, Frank Gasparo's eagle with a shield, olive branch, and arrows, encircled by 50 stars, with United States of America above and $half below, plus E pluribus unum on a scroll. Specs: 30.6 mm diameter, 2.15 mm thick, 11.34 grams for clad. Reeded edge. Circulation strikes are copper-nickel clad, 75% copper, 25% nickel over copper core, 11.34 grams. Proofs include some 40% silver versions, 60% copper, 11.5 grams, in special sets, prized for their weight and shine. Silver proofs are less common, boosting their value in today's market. Total mintage was about 35.9 million. Philadelphia struck 31,198,000 circulation coins P. Denver produced 27,839,533 D, and San Francisco did 4,063,083 proofs S. The proofs are split into two varieties: Type 1 Field S mint mark, approximately 3 million, and Type 2 Clear S, approximately 1 million, due to a mid-year hub change. The Type 2 is scarcer, driving collector interest on platforms like Great Collections. The 1981S Type 1 Field S and Type 2 Clear S proofs are the stars, with Type 2 commanding higher prices due to rarity. Business strikes have minor double die obverses, DDO, or reverses, DDR, with doubling on the date or mottos like We Trust. Errors include off-center strikes 5 to 20%, clipped plankets, and rare wrong planchet errors, for example, $half on quarter stock. Proofs vary in cameo, with DC aim is prized, a loop is essential, and grading by PCGS. NGC is critical for varieties. eBay's raw Type 2 proofs are hot, but certified ones dominate auctions. Circulated 1981p or D coins sell for 50 cents to dollars. MS65 coins fetch $4 to $12. MS67 $20 to $60. APCGS MS67198 1p sold for $55 at Heritage in September 2025, up from $45 last year. On eBay, raw MS65S average $5 to $10 in September sales. Proofs: Type 1P are $65 $4 to $10. Type 2P are $65 $30 to $50, with an NGC Type 2P are $69, selling for $65 on eBay August 2025. Silver proofs range $25 to $75, with APR 70 DCA hitting $90 at Stack's Bowers in July. Errors: a certified DDO fetched $420, at Great Collections mid-2025, while a 10% off center strike sold for $150 on eBay in September. eBay's sold listings show type to proofs averaging $40, with auction houses reporting 10 to 15% yearly growth for certified varieties. Use a loop to distinguish Type 1 versus Type 2's mint marks. Clear S means Type 2, worth more. Raw type to proofs under $10 are steals on eBay. Hunt mint sets for Boo business strikes. Grade varieties or errors professionally. Store in acid-free holders. In 2025, type to proofs are hot. A recent eBay lot of 5 sold for $175 total. Check Great Collections for certified deals. Why collect the 1981? The proof varieties add excitement, and the Reagan-era vibe ties it to a turning point in US history. Got a Type 2? Share in the comments. Finally, we land on 1977, a post-bicentennial year with a rare twist. Accidental silver strikes from leftover 40% silver plankets. Minted during Jimmy Carter's presidency amid energy crisis, this coin hides treasures for savvy collectors. In 2025, these silver eras are auction darlings, with prices soaring online. The 1977 Kennedy $half followed the 1976 bicentennial design, reverting to the standard eagle reverse. By now, $half were collector items, rarely circulating. A minting era made headlines. Some circulation strikes were accidentally struck on 40% silver plankets left from 1976, creating a rare collectible. Total mintage was approximately 68 million, but silver eras estimated approximately 100 known are the Holy Grail. In 2025, these eras are highly sought after on eBay and at auctions, fueled by era collectors and rising silver prices. Obverse, Gilroy Roberts, JFK facing left, In God We Trust above, Liberty left, 1977 below, mint mark none 4 Philly, D4 Denver, S4 proofs right, reverse, Gasparo's eagle with shield, arrows, olive branch, 50 stars and mottos. Specs, 30.6 mm, 2.15 mm thick, 11.34 grams clad, or 11.5 grams, silver eras are proofs, reeded edge. Circulation strikes are copper nickel clad, 11.34 grams. Silver eras 40% silver, 60% copper, 11.5 grams, and some proofs match bicentennial silver plankets. Silver eras are the key draw, verified by weight or XRF testing, total approximately 68 million. Philadelphia, 15 million no mark. Denver, 52,886,000 D. San Francisco, 3,251,152 proofs S, including 40% silver proofs. Silver eras, likely from Philly or Denver, are extremely rare, with estimates of 50 to 100 surviving. Minor epimes or DDOs on the date exist, but the silver planchet era is the star coins weigh 11.5 grams versus 11.34 grams for clad. Other eras, off-center strikes, clips, die cracks. Proofs vary in cameo, with DC aim is prized, weigh coins and use. A loop, grade eras at PCGS, NGC. eBay's raw silver eras are hot, but risky without certification. Circulated clad, 50 cents, $1. MS65, $3 to $8. MS67, $10 to $30. APC GSMS 671977D sold for $28 at Heritage Worst 2025. Silver era Miss 65, $300 to $600. With APC GS example hammering $525 at Stacksbowers in September 2025, up from $450 last year. Raw silver eras on eBay averaged $200 to $400 in September sales. Proofs, P are $65 $5 to $10. PR70DCAM $15 to $40, off-center silver errors $400 to $800, with one fetching $650 at great collections in July. eBay shows silver errors trending up 15% yearly. Check Heritage for certified sales. Weigh coins 11.5 grams flags silver errors. Use a non-magnetic test. Grade all potential errors. Raw MS65 clads under $5, a great 4 sets. Store in acid-free holders. eBay lots with suspected silvers sell faster. Recent one went for $350. Monitor great collections for certified errors. Why collect the 1977? The silver era makes it a thrilling hunt, tied to Carter's era of challenges. Got a silver 1977? Tell us below. That wraps up our epic journey through the 1989, 1973, 1981, and 1977 Kennedy half dollars. From the modern clad staple of 89 to the high mintage 73, the variety-rich 81 proofs, and the sneaky silver eras of 77. These coins are more than just 50-cent pieces. They're portals to history, tributes to JFK, and treasures for collectors. In 2025, whether you're chasing high-grade gems, rare eras, or just love the thrill of the hunt, these Kennedys offer something for everyone. Got one in your collection? Drop its year, grade, or story in the comments. I'd love to hear about your finds. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts, and hit that subscribe button with the bell for more numismatic adventures. Want another coin covered? Let me know below. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and keep those coins shining. See you soon.